Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I've created this beautiful plum purple look using my Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, the Nude palette. This is a stunning palette, super pigmented. I really love it. So stay tuned for the tutorial so you can see how I achieved this look. Glasses off, contacts on, and now I'm going to fill in my brows with the Benefit Brow. I'm in the shade 4.5. There they are all filled. I apply my Maybelline Brow Drama. It's a sculpting brow mascara just to thicken up my brows and keep them in place. Then I applied my LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer on my eyelids as my eyeshadow primer. I make sure to go into the corners of my eyes just to get rid of those dark spots. And then I blended it out with my Real Techniques sponge. To set everything in place, I applied my Absolute New York HD Flawless Setting Powder. It came with that little sponge. I'm just going to set everything in place. And moving on to my Huda Beauty Nude palette. The first shade I used is Teddy. I used that as my transition shade and I applied it above my crease. The next shade I use is called Spanked. I apply that in my crease. I worked with this color gradually, picked it up a little at a time and kept building up the color. I made sure to blend really well. And then the next shade I grabbed is called Love Bite. It's a beautiful purple shade. And I apply that mostly to my outer corner. And make sure to blend that in really well. The next shade I took is called Raw, and I placed that over my lid. And then I grabbed Crave and Daydream and applied that on my lid. It made such a beautiful rose gold color. And can I say, this applied so beautifully. Then I took Love Bite and applied that under my eye. And then I took my Neutrogena makeup wipes and just cleaned up under my eye, cleaned up any fallout, and sharpened up my eyeshadow. And then you guessed it, I took my roller liner eyeliner from Benefit to create my wing. This is really my go-to eyeliner. To tightline my eye, I used my MAC Smolder kohl crayon. And then I applied my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my lashes. I applied my Tarteist Pro lashes in Goddess off camera. For today's look, I'm using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. It came with that cute little disc, and I basically scraped the primer until it filled up to that line right there. I warmed it up in between my fingers and then applied it all over my face, focusing on my T-zone area where I have enlarged pores. And then I made sure to blend it in upward motions all over my skin. Next, I went into the shade called Bear and applied that to my eyebrow bone. For my foundation, I used my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. I apply that all over my face with my Real Techniques makeup sponge. This is a beautiful foundation that is medium but buildable coverage. And then for my concealer, I used the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain. I applied that under my eyes in my T-zone area, and then I blended it out with my sponge. To set everything in place, I used my Absolute New York HD Flawless Setting Powder. I apply this everywhere where I apply the concealer, especially in my T-zone area, so that my foundation stays in place. To bronze and contour my face, I used my Kat Von D contour palette. I applied the middle shade as my bronzer on my cheeks, my chin, my neck, and my forehead. And then to contour, I used these two shades and apply that in the hollows of my cheeks, my jawline, the center of my neck. That's just to give it a skinnier appearance. And then the sides of my forehead and down the sides of my nose. Gotta snatch that nose. And then I apply it to my bottom lip just to make it seem like I have a bigger lip. For my blush, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the shade Pageant. And I apply that to the apples of my cheeks. For my highlighter, I'm using my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Summer Haze. And I use a small contour brush to apply that to my cheekbones, my forehead. Can you see that beautiful glow? The tip of my nose and my cupid's bow. And a little bit on my chin. For my lip liner, I'm using the NYX lip liner in the shade Nude. And for my lipstick, I use the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous nude lipstick. This is my new favorite. It applies beautifully, it stays on beautifully, it's not drying. Love it. So this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching and joining me this week. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can see my future tutorials. Thank you. Bye.